Hello guys, this is Kudo, and today in this video I will show you how you can implement a pop-up manager. It will allow you to create a pop-up and instantiate a pop-up whenever you want in your game. So let's get into it. Welcome back to this third part of this video of the pop-up manager. In this video I will show you some example to use in the callback function. Last time in the video I let you with the debug.log, and right now I will show you how you can use it maybe in the game manager. So let's get into it. So first thing, we need to improve our pop-up manager. To do that, I will add an instance of my pop-up manager. So if you don't know what is an instance, I will put a link in the video, and you can. I already done a video about this, so check this video and come back if you don't know what is it. So so let's create a private static pop-up manager. Let's call it pop-up manager instance. Manager instance. So for this, just to be quick, is just allow me to call this script anywhere I want in my other script. So we don't need this anymore. All right, so we can erase it. And let's head back to Unity. And in Unity, let's create a canvas. We already got a canvas, so we don't need to create it. So in this canvas, what we want to create, let's create three buttons. So and what does the button will do? It will open a pop-up. So this one will be maybe, for example, a reset score. So let's rename it reset score. Reset score. This one maybe again is just an example on how you can use a pop-up manager, but it's just a basic example. And maybe this one, maybe a deny pop-up. All right. And so yeah, we don't need to rename it. And what we need to create, so let's save our scene because I need reset score, so I need to create a text mesh pro. So all right. Right now we just set up our scene. So what we need to create is an empty game object. So let's reset it. And is our in our empty game object, we just want to drag and drop our game manager to simulate a game. And let's open my game manager. So let's head back to our script. And in this game manager, what we want to have is we don't need again this game manager is when I used to do my tutorial about the instance game, so we don't need this function anymore. What we need is let's create a serialize field. Serialize field. We don't need this to. It's just yeah, maybe I don't need to erase it. So let's create a serialized field. I need using TMP Pro because um, I will need to use Text Mesh Pro on GUI, Text Mesh Pro on GUI, and this one will allow me to change our score. So right now, what I need to do is create a public onClick function. So basically, I will create three onClick function. So public void onClick. For the first one, it will be reset score. So okay, and so let's save it. Let's head back to Unity. So let's drag and drop our score in the game manager. And there it is, guys. So basically, in this example, when I will click on each button, it should pop up a different pop-up. So this one about the reset score, this one about the sound, this one about the deny function. And each time I will click on validate, or I will click on cancel, or on each different pop-up, it will call a different function, and it will allow me to have a different mechanic when I will click on the validate button. So let's head back to our code. So right now, what I want to do is just to, when I will click on reset score, so I will say pop-up manager.instance. So I will access to my function instance pop-up, and it will take in parameter whatever I want. So basically, for this reset score, I will need a type of title body validate, and so I will need a pop-up type of title body validate cancel. In the second parameter, so the second parameter is the string of my title text. So my title text will be reset. Let's put reset score. Yeah, let's put this. The third parameter will be the body of my text. So let's say maybe do you want do you want to reset the score? Oops, question mark. And the next one is the string of our validate button. So it should be yes, and the cancel button should be no. And the next one is about the OK button, but since we don't have OK button, we just want to put null. And after that, it's the callback. So the first callback is when I will click on the validate button. When I will click on a validate button, what should I do? So basically, again, for the callback, we just need to open and close parentheses. So equal upper, and this allow me to create our callback. So basically, when I will click on validate button, I want to execute a function. So basically, I can just implement my function inside a callback, but to be more optimized, it's better to create a function. So let's say void reset score. So this will be my function, and what we want to do in my function is just underscore score dot text should be equal to 0. So this will reset my score to 0. So let's try it. So let's save our code. Let's head back to Unity. And in my first button, what I want to do is just to add add a onClick function. So drag and drop, so rename it as game manager. So game manager, all right, will be much better. And just drag and drop our game manager here. And let's select our function. So onClick reset score. So save your scene, and let's press play. So as soon as I will press on reset score, what you can see is my field I preset in my function is showing here. So reset score, do you want to reset score? So if I click no, nothing will happen. Again, if I click on this, and if I click on yes, you will see my score will turn to 142 to 0. So this is one way to use Pop-up Manager. So let's try two different type of pop-up. So let's head back to our code, and in the other one, it will handle the sound. So again, as you can see right now, I didn't fill all the other callbacks. So again, if you see this, I stop at validate button because I don't need the cancel and the OK button. So basically, by default, it's null. So because I don't need to add a functionality about the cancel and the OK button, I don't need to have a callback function. So now let's handle our on-click sound on-off. So let's say public void on-click. So sorry, on on-click sound. And what we want to do again, when I will click on the button sound, I want a pop-up to show. So let's say pop-up manager dot instance pop-up. And what I want to do is to create a pop-up type of type, let's say, again, we just need the title and validate cancel button for this time. So again, first one should be the title. So the title of the pop-up should be maybe sound set. Let's say sound set. The next one is a body, but we don't have any body, so let's say null. The next one is what I want to place in the text area of my validate button. So this one should be mute, and the other one, for example, should be unmute. And for the OK button, we don't have one, so let's say put null. And next one is the callback on when we will press on respectively mute and unmute button. So when I will when I will click on mute button, what I want to do, and mute button, what I want to do. So for this one, I will prepare the field. So again, parentheses equal upper, and what we want to do is create our callback. This one for the mute and the other one. So let's copy paste this. Copy, all right, and paste this. And we don't need the OK button. So basically what we want to do when I mute our music, I want to create a function. So let's say void is sound on, and I will take it will take in parameter a bool, will be a value, true or false. And what we want to do here is say audio listener. So audio listener dot volume will be equal, and right now we will use our ternary function. So if the value will be equal to true, so the value of audio volume should be equal to 0, and if it's equal to false, the value should be equal to 1. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I already done a video about this, so I will put a link in this video. So just click here and let's understand this. And what we want to do is just in this callback function, let's say is sound, and let's put true. And for the next one, I think you guessed it, is sound will be equal to false. So basically, when I will click on mute, the the value will be equal to 0, and when I will click to unmute, the is sound equal to false will be equal, the listener volume will be equal to 1. So let's save this. Let's head back to Unity. To make sure this will work, do not forget to add music, and do not forget to drag and drop the function to the button. So what we want is on-click sound, and what we want to add to, so maybe in the main camera, so let's say audio source. So audio source, where is it? Audio sources, and let's drag and drop our audio test. So all right, and let's drag and drop our OST. So I just cross the play on awake. So let's save it, and let's hear it. So again, I hit play, and as you can hear the music. And if I click on sound, he will ask me the sound set, if I want to mute it or unmute it. So if I click on mute, there it is, guys. So I mute the music. And again, if I click on sound and I want to unmute the music, so I just click on unmute and the music is coming back. Again, this reset score. If I want to reset the score, just press yes. Sound, if I want to mute the sound, let's mute it. All right. And so the last, so let's maybe put a third example, and this will be the final one. It's very easy. So I think now you can get it very easy. So maybe you want to create a pop-up. So let's say a void, a public void, void on click, oops, on click, okay, oops, sorry, on click access deny. And what we want to do is just to create a pop-up, say, okay, you won't allow to access this level, maybe because you don't finish some level. It's just an example. So let's say again pop-up manager dot instance pop-up, and what we want to put in parameter for this one is just title body okay. So title body okay, comma, and in this title I want to say access deny. In this body, maybe I would the body text I would say maybe you need to finish the level, maybe I don't know, level 3 to access this level. It's just an example. So you can put whatever you want. So the third one is referred to the text on validate, and the fourth one is on cancel. So we don't have it. So let's say put null and null. And for the last one is on OK button, but we don't want to have OK, but just possibility to say back. And I don't have level, but again, you just need to create a callback again to maybe reload another scene. So this one I didn't implement any function, it's just clothing this pop-up. So let's save this and let's head back to Unity. In the button 3, let's add on-click button. Let's drag and drop our game manager and let's add access denied. So let's save this and let's hit play and let's see the magic happen. So, oh yeah, so the music is going, so just sound, sorry, mute. And soon as we click on deny, as you can see, access deny, you need to finish level 3 to access this level. So it just can back. And again, if I click on reset, I can reset the score. So there it is, guys. This is the end of the part 3 of this tutorial about the pop-up manager. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned something. If you like my content, just thumb up and comment. It will be very nice. If you don't like it, dislike, but again, help me to improve. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.